that you couldn't help but see something I brought today. Is it very pretty? Oh, that's nice. Even in this state, it's pretty. Just like the trees that lose their leaves in the winter. Aren't those trees beautiful in their own way? Yes, they're beautiful every season. But I brought this for one reason, because it lacked something. You know what lack means? If you don't have something that you need. What did this, by the way, what is it? What kind of plant is it? Tell me. No, it's not wheat, but it does have similarities. Something we eat. When we eat as well. But no, think about it a little bit. When it gets taller, and if it was green, and if it had something that it needed that we're going to talk about, hint, hint. Pardon me? Grass? No, but grass needs what our subject is today as well. Okay, let me give you a hint then. You can eat it from an ear. Corn, that's right, corn. Okay. My husband and I just had some from the plants that grew in our garden, but it wasn't from this plant. What does this plant need that it didn't get enough of? Okay, it would get corn on it if it got, look on the step here. This is harder than I thought it would be today. What's on the step right there? Water. Okay. Okay. Doesn't corn need water? Okay. What other plants need water? Flowers. Sunflowers. What? Tomatoes. That's right. Is tomato a fruit or a vegetable? It is. It truly is. I'm happy you knew that. Okay. Who else or what else needs water besides flowers and fruit? Something that can talk? What am I? A human. I'm human. People need water, don't they? Haven't you been hearing that a lot in this hot weather we've been having? Don't forget to drink your water because every cell in your body needs it. Every organ in your body needs it. And isn't it terrible? Like right now, just holding this water makes me feel thirsty and I want to drink some, but I'm not an octopus. I used to tell my kindergartners when they were around me outside, one needed me to do one thing like help tie their shoe, or they wanted to tell me something, and several were gathered around, but they all wanted help. And I would say, I haven't told this, I don't think, in children's story before, but I'm doing it today. I'm not an octopus. I don't have 8 legs, so I can't help tie your shoe and do something else all at once because I don't have that many hands to do it with. So they thought that was kind of really funny because I'm not an octopus, you know. Then later on, someone else in another class would come to me and want some help, and then somebody else would come up and want help. And you know, my name means helper. I didn't know that until I grew up and became an adult, that Sandy means helper. I don't know who came up with that, but I thought that was pretty neat because I've always liked to help since I was a little girl. But one of my kindergartners would overhear this conversation, and then they'd say, Mrs. Bomback isn't an octopus, so you have to be patient and wait. So anyway, that's off the subject. But we all need water. God knew that from the very, very beginning. And he created everything that we needed, but first he made sure there was water so that all the plants and animals that he created on the third day of creation, and all of the sea creatures and all of the, in fact, they swim a lot in water, huh? So I think that we ought to do what God meant for us to do, because he knew that most of our body is water. It doesn't seem like it, but it is. So I want you to stay healthy, but I also want you to remember John 4, fourth chapter of John, where the Samaritan woman came to the well to get water. Do any of you know that story? No? Well, there's a lot to it, but I'm just going to abbreviate it a little bit, just a little part of it. When Jesus came to the well and he was waiting there for his disciples to come back from Sychar with some food, the well was deep. And he asked the young lady, the Samaritan young woman that came, that he was thirsty, he wanted a drink of water. In the Bible, it just says, "Give me a drink." She was surprised because she didn't think that he would ask her such of a thing. But basically, he was wanting to tell her that you need me. And he said it with water. He said, "You will get thirsty again if you drink the water from this well. But if you would drink the water that I give you, you will never thirst again." And that might be hard to understand when you're young, but he's saying that you need me in your life. All of us, all the grown-ups, all the children, all the animals, but especially all of us people, because he came and gave his life for us, didn't he? So I don't think he meant that animals weren't important, but he wanted us to know that we needed to have him in our life every day. So what do you think one thing is we could do to tell Jesus that we want him in our life? How do we tell him we want him in our life? Pray. Thank you. Oh, I love that answer. We need to pray every day. And along with that, why don't we drink some water every day? Okay, get your hand up. You're going to pretend, and I'm going to pretend. Let's take a big old gulp of water. Come on. Oh, that feels so good, doesn't it? Drink some water today and pray to Jesus today, too, and every day. You may go back to your